the infamous Glock 43X. I've been shooting this Glock 43X for about 4 years. It's been my EDC for about 4 years, and I still love it. Today, we're going to take it through its 3,000 rounds, not in one day, but we're going to reach 3,000 rounds today. And this is been my baby for the last 4 years. As far as the EDC goes, it has been one of the firearms that I can conceal carry with no issues, without printing, without making it feel uncomfortable, and it just shoots really well in my hand. It's been one of those guns that most people are like, it's too snappy. But for me, I actually can control the snappiness of it. It's weird. I know it's small, it's slim, but for me, it's just like it's perfect. Now, are there other firearms out there that I could carry as an EDC? Absolutely. And I actually have my eye on quite a few of them, because I do think I might be changing up my EDC here pretty soon. So this has been serving me for 4 years. Let's just shoot it real quick. We'll start with the standard 10 round mag that it comes with. If you can see there. We'll talk about what's on it in just a minute. All right, now I know that was 10 shots, but I ride my slide release a lot, so it didn't lock back. But one thing I will tell you, well, let's just go look at the target, then I'll tell you what I want to tell you. All right, there we go. We're at 7 yards. That's what we're looking like at 7 yards, and pretty much spot on. I've been pretty much spot on with my 40X for a while now. I think it's my most comfortable gun in my collection right now. All right, with the empty mag back in here, let's talk about what is on my Glock 43X. So it is the Glock 43X. Now, it is not the MOS version, as you could probably tell with that close up. This is the non-MOS version. So I got it back in 2021. Around that time frame, I was fairly new to firearms. I actually had just gotten the firearms in 2021. So I was just like, I just need something that I can carry, something that's small, something that's slim. And this was the first thing that popped out to me. I did not know about the MOS situation. I didn't even know there was such thing as an MOS, or the difference between non-MO and MOS. But then I later found out, oh, you should have got the MOS version. That way you could attach a optic and a light. However, there's some work away around it, which is what I did with mine. Is I got the slide milled for the EPS carry that I'm carrying here, the Holosun EPS carry, which is the closed emitter. Really, really love this one. It is the green dot option, and it does have your solo there for your charging, as well as shake weight. The other part that I was missing out on with the MOS version, well, getting the non-MOS version that the MOS version has, is attaching a light or laser at the bottom. So I went with the Recover Tactical adapter that you could put on the bottom of the non-MOS version, and then you're able to attach your light. Now, I did makeshift this a little bit because it's really not supposed to fit this TLR 7X sub light. It does, but it doesn't. It's really, I think I put on the Olight Mini and it fit perfect, but I was trying to go for the TLR 7X sub light that I have on there. It fits fine. Oftentimes my light does come loose, but for the most part, it fits. The main thing that you see there is the radiant afterburner and ramjet, that port on there. So it is the barrel and comp that I have. I did put on Talon grips. This is probably one of the first things that I did when I got the gun, was I put the Talon grips on there. That way I could grip it a little bit better, because the texturing on the original Glock 43X is not that great. But the Talon grips have worked great. I do like the handlet grips better than the Talon grips, but I decided not to switch it out. Again, I am running right now the stock 10 round magazine. I did not change out the mag release. I did change the trigger shoe. A lot of you ask me, what trigger are you running? I'm running the stock trigger, but I did change the trigger shoe to the standard code USA Glock 43X trigger shoe. Other than that, I ain't done nothing else to it. I kept the stock sights on there, which they do not co-witness at all. But at that point, if I need it in self-defense, it's point and shoot at that point. So, like I mentioned earlier, I did add the extended slide release, and I have a bad habit of riding the slide release when I'm shooting, and therefore it won't lock back. So you saw earlier it didn't lock back after 10 rounds. That's because this thumb right here kind of rides it a little bit. So I've been working on getting my thumb to sit on top of my fourth thumb. That way it can lock back. Let's shoot some more. All right, I do have another stock 10 round mag, but this time I added the Glock Store extended base plate that holds an additional four. However, for today, I'm only running 100 rounds because y'all know I can get too happy out here. But for today, I'm only running 10 rounds in each of the magazines that you'll see. Although they may hold more, I'm only running 10. All right, let's go for headshots. Oh, I was riding it again. I was riding the slide release again, so it didn't lock back. But let's look at these headshots. That's what our headshots are looking like. Told you, my Glock 43X is probably, I mean, I got, other than my 19X, this one is the second gun in my collection that has the most rounds through it. Again, it's right there at 3,000 rounds, which means I've been putting some time behind it and getting adjusted and getting used to it. All right, we do have the PSA micro dagger mags. They are 15 rounds. So initially, like I said, early on in my journey, I found out about the 10 rounds and I was like, oh, this is not enough. Like, I need more. Then I found out about the Shield Arms 15 round magazines. The only thing with that is once you run those magazines, you'd have to change out your mag release to a metal mag release so that it doesn't tear up your polymer one. And I was just like, I don't want to do that. This is my EDC. I don't want to really change too much on it, which, as y'all can see now, too much has been changed. But I was like, I don't want to change anything on it. And then I found out about the 15 round PSA micro dagger mags, and I've been running them. However, about a couple weeks ago when I ran my first PCSL match, I ran this gun in that match, and I had a good 5 malfunctions, I believe. And I think it was these magazines. I do think it was the magazines. I had no issues when I was running the stock magazines in competition. It was only when I ran these. I do understand that Glock has come out with the 15 round mags for the Glock 43X, which I do need to get my hands on because I want to see how reliable they are. Because these ones, they gotta go. I gotta get back to the 10 rounders now because I cannot depend on these. And the main malfunction that I was having with these was stovepipe. So every time I would shoot, the casing would not fully eject. It stuck right up in there. So I was just having that kind of issue. But as far as the gun goes, the gun shoots great. We just got to get some more reliable magazines. Riding it again. Riding it again. I just don't really put a lot of focus on making sure my thumb is there. But, you know, if I wasn't counting, I wouldn't know that I ran out, to be honest. So that's one thing, like, really got to make sure we're right here with that grip so that I can know. Other than that, y'all, this thing shoots really good. The way I got it suited is very, very nice. The trigger shoe on here, standard cut trigger shoe, I've I've had it on there for about 2 years, if not more, and it's still doing the same thing. No issues. It has not tripped on me. It hasn't malfunction. It hasn't like the screws haven't bent. Nothing like that. Everything has been working pretty good on this. I would say probably the only regret I have about 43X is buying the non-MOS version. I wish I would have bought the MOS version. And part of me says that I probably still will get the MOS version simply because you can find more holsters for the MOS version versus the non-MOS when you start adding the other things on it, like the Recover Tactical Rail. It was very hard for me to find a holster for this, but I did find one from On Point Holsters. They create a holster just for the 43X with the addition of the Recover Tactical adapter. He made it perfectly. I think he hand makes them all, like custom make them. But On Point Holsters is the holster that I use for this gun, and it works great. However, I do want my adapter here to fit a little bit more flush to the gun. So basically my light wouldn't sit this far down. It would actually sit a little further up, but because of the spacing that you see in here, that's the reason why it sits that way. As far as the optic on here, I don't have an issue with the optic. Never had an issue with the optic and the optic cut. They cut it just for the EPS carry, and I've never had it come loose, never had an issue. It just runs. And the EPS carry is one of the best closed emitters out there, hands down. All right, that was 30 rounds. Here's 40, one hand. I told you I'd be working on my strong hand shooting, my one hand shooting. It locked back that time, as you could see, because literally my thumb was way down here. I did have one flyer, but other than that, everything was right there. And one thing I do like about the Glock 43X is how customizable it is. You can customize this thing just like you want it. Like you literally can change everything out that you want to. And I know some people say, well, that's the downfall of the Glock 43X or the Glock platform itself, is that you got to change everything to make it be what you want to be when you have like a Canic, when you have like SIG, when you have like PSA, when they have those types of firearms that come straight out of the box with you not having to do really much of anything to it. But I do think there's that separate lane that says, I want to suit it the way I want it to be. And I think that's the lane that I'm in. Like, I really do like the firearms that come straight out of the box and you can just shoot it. You don't have to really change anything. You don't have to put an optics cut. You don't have to get an optics plate. Like, none of that stuff because it comes straight out of the box the way it is. But then over here in this other lane, it's just give me the bare minimum of that firearm and then let me add to it what I want to add to it. I think it's more like a Lego thing. Like if you enjoy building things, if you enjoy building Legos, this is a platform that's super customizable. The aftermarket support for the Glock is top tier. So I think that's where I'm at. I did recently get the Glock 19 Gen 6, and I'm contemplating whether I want to suit that one up or just leave it stock. Y'all let me know down in the comment section. Should I suit it up? Because I do want the radiant on that one as well. I also want to add a mag well to it, which that's the other thing with this one is I do need to add a mag well to it. That way the reload could be a little bit easier. Or I can just get a Glock 43X MOS version. I am waiting for Glock to release the Gen 6 Glock 43X. Now, I don't know if that's happening or not, but I'm going to wait before I make a purchase of the Gen 5 Glock 43X. Yeah, I'm going to wait and see if they're going to come out with a Gen 6. If they come out with a Gen 6, I'm definitely on that one. And just like that, we're already at 80 rounds. So I got 20 more rounds that I want to show you. I'll slow it down a little bit. I know I was shooting a little bit fast, but I'll slow it down so y'all can see how the 43X is actually shooting, especially with that ramjet afterburner and barrel and comp on there. A lot of y'all be asking me about it. To be honest, a video doesn't do it justice. You really do have to shoot it for yourself to see and experience the shoot itself because it really is a difference maker. Radian did not send it out to me. I bought it with my own money and I did my own experience. And I'm not hyping them up. I don't have any reason to hype them up. It's literally an experience of my own that I said, the ramjet, let me give it a try. If you've been following me for a long time now, especially with my competitive journey, I was shooting my Glock 19X with the Parker Mountain Machine barrel and comp. And I have to say, hands down, the Radiant takes it. And honestly, I went with the Parker Mountain Machine because everybody was shooting the Radiant. And I was like, well, nobody's talking about the Parker Mountain Machine. And I wouldn't say rightfully so. They shoot really good. The comp on there is really good. I just believe that the Radian is better than the parking mount machine. All right, let's slow it down and let y'all see how the recoil is on the 43X. Let me show y'all the trigger. I don't know if y'all could tell with me shooting in slow-mo, but the trigger shoe on here, so again, it's still the stock trigger, but the trigger shoe is almost like once you pull it and you go to reset, once you hit the reset, you're right back on the wall. And that's the benefit of the standard code USA trigger shoe is once you hit that reset, you're right there again. So reset and look, I'm already sitting on the wall. And it makes for your follow-up shots to be a little bit quicker. If you're really good at follow-up shots, it's going to be amazing for you. But that's how it shoots slow-mo. I think I did slow it down for y'all, but that's how it shoots. I mean, the Glock 43X is my thing. It literally is. One of the other ones that I've tried out is the CP365, and it is a little bit more snappy than this, and that's without the ramjet on here. But I do understand you can put the ramjet on the P365 as well. The P365 fits really good in my hand. I do have a pinky hang on that, whereas with the 43X, I've got a full grip on here, which makes this, the perfect gun for me. It ain't the perfect gun for everybody, trust me. Some of the big guys or the guys with bigger hands prefer not to shoot this. Some of the ladies prefer not to shoot this because it's too snappy. To each his own, it works for me. And so far, with 3,000 rounds, I'm still fine with it. All right, just like I did in my last video, I'm going to go for number 7 and see if we can stack shots right there on 7. I do have this zeroed at 7 yards because it is my EDC, and with your EDC, you're going to be engaging threats anywhere between 3, 5, and 7 yards, somewhere up in there. So that's where I zero this at. So let's go for the 7. Oh, too high. Too high. I gave up. I gave up. The first 2 shots were way too high. And after that, I just said, forget it. Let's start shooting. So that didn't work out as planned. One thing I will mention is, and I've had this issue before, is when you're shooting the 43X, you got to make sure you're aware of getting that Glock knuckle right there, especially with something this small. I understand you can get it with some of the other platforms as well, the bigger platforms, the full size, the compact size Glocks, but especially with this little one, you're gonna get you a good Glock knuckle the more you shoot. I'm already starting to develop just after 100 rounds of shooting. But other than that, I don't think that's something that's a deal breaker for me. It might be a deal breaker for some people, but that's how the barrel is looking in there. And then the comp. And so the comp just comes off with that little screw right there, and then you take it off. That's one of the benefits of having the Radian versus the parking mount machine. Parking mount machine, oh, I literally had to take mine to a gunsmith and have them literally torque it off because it did not go on good. With this, you insert the barrel, you put the comp on, you put your screw in, that's it. After 3,000 rounds, I've never had to adjust this. The screw has been in there, it's never came loose, I've never had an issue. And I will say this, probably shamefully, but I've probably only cleaned this gun twice. After 3,000 rounds, I think I've only cleaned it twice. That goes to show you the reliability of Glock. Stands on it. I love it. Again, I really do want the MOS version because I do want everything to fit a little bit more flush on my 43X, but I'm gonna wait for the Gen 6. I haven't heard that there's a Gen 6 Glock 43X coming out, but I would assume at some point it would. Since they started with the 17, the 45, and the 19, I would assume the 43X is coming soon. So y'all let me know what y'all think about the Glock 43X. If you have a Glock 43X, let me know what round count you are on. It's very important to me. I don't know about to y'all, but it's very important to me that I keep up with a round count of my firearms. That way I can know, okay, at this point, this was happening, or at this point, this didn't happen, whatever. I like to keep track of that. I keep a little old school spreadsheet, and I keep track of like everything firearms related, my guns, my suppressors, my additions, my upgrades, my issues. I keep all that there. And I think that's very important, especially if you're somebody who's into firearms heavy and you want to learn more about the firearms that you own and all that good stuff. I think it's very important that you keep track of the information with your firearms. So y'all let me know. Y'all rocking the 43X or no? Y'all probably gonna say no. Y'all probably gonna say, Summer, there's way better options out there. And I don't disagree with you. I agree that there are better options out there, or there are more options out there. But for me personally, this is the option for me. So um make sure y'all go pick up a t-shirt. It's getting hot, especially in our area here in Texas. It's getting hot out there. Make sure y'all go pick up a t-shirt. It's down below if you are watching me on your phone. And if not, if you're watching me on your TV, I put the QR code here. That way you can follow me on all my social media platforms, as well as go to the website to pick up a t-shirt. My, my light does work. I make sure all my stuff works, especially if I carry it, it's gotta work. So I'll see y'all on the next one. Until next time, stay on, stay safe, and stay vigilant.